returning for its 35th year, the Yamaha Rollos Marine Bridge to Bridge Water Ski Classic. We're bringing you highlights from this year's action, which took place in Hamilton on the Waikato River.
The game has changed in the last few years and it's stepped up a bit.
This cool weather is good for the engine. Skiers like a calm day, but the water conditions, as long as you've got plenty of water, we'll be right.
This event has been put on, been going for a long time, for, like you said, 35 years. I think there's 35 or so Australians over here competing, so it's really a trans-Tasman event, and that's amazing.
It's the one everyone looks forward to every year. It's the pinnacle of our sport here in New Zealand. Premier event, everyone wants to win the bridge, you know. So it brings everyone from far and wide, not only New Zealand, but we've got boats here, or a couple of boats here from Australia. Everyone's getting faster, and I think the fact that there's more teams that are at that level now, it's really pushing the envelope. Everyone's, skiers are taking it more seriously, training harder. And they're also, the boats are just going quicker in general, guys are spending more time, spending more money and preparing them and getting the results.
Mate, it's a brilliant river. It's definitely unique to anywhere in the world that I've skied, and I've been to all sorts of places over. It's super exciting. It's almost like the speeds we do, it's like skiing through a tunnel. It's unreal.
The record-breaking team of Under Siege have returned to defend their title from 2016.
We just smashed the record and we're back again to try and defend it this year. Total rebuild, the motor gets a hard time, it's about 1400 horsepower, sits on over 6,000 revs for a long time, the whole time basically with these guys. So they cane the engine, and so Waxy that builds the engine, he gets in there and put a new set of pistons in it, rebuild everything. We're hoping to go a little bit quicker than last year, if the weather's good and everything plays its part.
In close contention will be the team of Messiah, and after overcoming some last-minute issues with the boat, Kevin Murphy and the team are race-ready ahead of the time trial.
New skiers, new observer, so I think really just the boys just want to get up. Like if we can just get a couple of clean starts and get them up, I think we'll be all right.
Back for their second year, Travis Stone and his Australian team Vernon are hoping to get one up on the Kiwis.
This year we've got same skiers as last year, a little bit more knowledge under our belt. We're going to have a crack. We're going to try our hardest to sort of to beat you Kiwis. But we're pretty well primed to get a good position this year. So we're keen and looking forward to winning.
We washed the boat, changed the oil. It's back again.
STA Parts is also hoping for a successful weekend. Driver Brett Stinson is looking after two young Kiwi hopefuls, Ben Taylor and Hayden Gunn. After suffering from setbacks in the previous 2 years, the team of Warlord are hoping to secure their 13th bridge-to-bridge title.
Yeah, the last 2 years have been a bit of a challenge, unfortunately. We've had everything that we thought we had right go wrong at the last minute, all starting from things like blogs and electrical problems, and hopefully we've moved that taniwha on to someone else, and we'll just have to cross our fingers, touch a bit of wood here, down here, and see how we go.
Yeah, the conditions are a lot different to what they are at home. It's a lot narrow here at the start and then wide right out at the end, whereas sort of back home it's either wide all the way or narrow all the way.
It's not just about turning up and doing the business, there's a fair bit involved.
The first day of racing sees a strong southerly wind blowing up the Waikato River. These types of conditions can challenge competitors, especially those driving the lighter boats.
I think everyone probably just wants to put their best foot forward and get this over with and get on to tomorrow, really, is probably the main thing, without having any dramas with.
They're prone to a little bit of elevation if if things are windy. But no, we'll have a good time. It'll be great.
Yeah, well, days like today with a bit of wind around, you can get yourself into trouble there. If the bow's too high, you get a gust of wind under you. That can be a little bit frightening at times, and the boat sort of hangs up there when you actually want it to sit down a bit, and you're at the mercy of the wind a little bit. But generally, it comes right. Yep, gives you a few heart-stopping moments.
One of the first events on the water is the Masters and Novice category. Categories like this give teams the chance to iron out any glitches with the boat and gain extra time on the water ahead of the time trial.
He's an absolute superstar. He's won this race outright, I think 7 times. Have a look at him. His head's down. He's looking absolutely beautiful. And it's the boys from the South Island, the Infrared crew. The Observer, Barry down there. Welcome him home. And there's Big Mike Jolly at the wheel. So we've got that boat sitting up beautifully, and it looks nice and solid out the back. Lean forward, head down, legs just locked in beautifully.
But it was the Masters race that claimed our friends from Australia, Vernon, failing to finish the race due to mechanical faults. Anger management and the Beast also fell victim to the Waikato River on the morning of day 1.
This morning, 3 of the top sort of 7 boats are already out. We started the weekend I think we're going to start 6, and now today we're starting 4th, So already there's been a bit of, a few withdrawals, unfortunately, due to mechanicals, but that's sort of motorsport and sort of the game we play, really.
We caught up with the skiers from Under Siege ahead of their weekend of racing.
We do plenty of skiing back home, so this is mid-season for us. So yeah, no, it's nice to come over, fill a gap before our major race back home. So we have the New Zealand Bridge to Bridge this weekend and the Sydney Bridge to Bridge next weekend. So no, it's a really good stepping stone. A lot of good crews get out here, like Ross said. It's good to get the Australians out here, and we enjoy coming. That's why we came back.
2016's champion, Under Siege, will get the time trial underway. It's clear water ahead for Ross Christensen and the team, hoping to secure pole position for Sunday's feature race.
Ropes go tight. Ray Ball, Jake Teager. The boys are up and about.
We had a great run. We were away pole position. Boys got a really good start. We didn't run it out too hard, but not too soft. Got hard into it, straight to 110 mile an hour before the first bridge, and pretty much they kept me pinned the whole way down there. So fastest time that anyone's ever done to Narrawahia. Having said that we did a good run down on the way back. We had 30 mile an hour headwinds, Jeff, so that knocked our speed back, because it's try and ski at 100 and then put another 30 mile an hour headwind and some current, and it's hard on the skiers. So they did really well. They're such good, strong skiers.
Messiah were next down the river, hoping to be hot on the heels of Under Siege.
But this next crew, this is Messiah, the superclass, the big twin turbo, the leg boat. In the split second that he accelerates, if you listen carefully, you'll just hear that transmission change and the rev drops. It happens in an instant. Skis into the water, that's bang on time.
Oh, another disaster.
I think we've got
Shaking the head.
Yeah, we've got broken ropes. The boys have got the handles in their hands. They did not drop the handles. You can't imagine the strength that has just taken. Messiah is out of the time trial. They have snapped those ropes. They are done.
A devastating outcome for the team of Messiah, unable to secure the time they wanted due to equipment failure at the start of their run. STA Parts laid down a clean start, and a tidy run back up the river secured them second place with a time of 18 minutes and 28 seconds.
So if you watch his right hand, this boat is that big he can't even reach over and punch Brett if he wants to slow him down. Right, they'll be talking to each other now, waiting for tight ropes. As you just saw, you can win or lose these on the start. Ropes go tight. The boys hang tough. They are up and are beautiful. That is a picture perfect start from those two, and they are off.
It's worth taking that time, but it looked like they were hanging a bit, but just got it right, got the right pull on the boat, and away they went. Just a perfect execution of a start for the guys.
Round of applause for these guys.
So Under Siege takes out first place, giving them pole position for Sunday's main race with a record-breaking time of 16 minutes and 11 seconds. Mayhem rounds out the top 3 with a time of 19 minutes and 5 seconds, which will give them plenty of confidence going into the main race. Well, it's been a day filled with drama as we've seen the open class split in half, with some boats being ruled out after suffering mechanical issues. Join us on day 2 for highlights of the feature race. Welcome back to day 2 of the Yamaha Rollos Marine Bridge to Bridge Water Ski Classic. Teams are busy with their last minute preparations for the main event, the 82-kilometre long race. Boats start in Cambridge, navigating their way downriver. They pass through the crowds at Grantham Street and finish up in Taupiri. Leg 2 is a sprint back through Ngunnawahia to finish under the bridge in central Hamilton. After a successful time trial, the team of Under Siege gets us underway with racing.
Here we go. The flag's gone down. Under Siege running ropes out now. See a little bit of throttle from Roscoe Christensen. Get the boat up, run out these 300 feet of ropes. He backs off right now. What we're looking for, ropes to go tight, bang, hammer down. Do we see 2 skiers come around that bend there? There's 1, there's 2. They are up and running. Ray Ball, Jake Teagan, ladies and gentlemen. The Aussie superstars have come over to reclaim their title from last year.
We had an awesome day. We got very important, got our starts, and the boys just skied absolutely brilliantly and came through the top end, the tight end pretty fast. Fastest I've ever been through there, and they did a great job of through all that gnarly stuff and got to the bottom end and then did the same thing home as fast as we could. So yeah, I was very happy.
Well, guys, like you said, I suppose last year we had a really good run. Come away with, I think, 4 from 4 and a couple records. It's nice to come back and do it again and show that we weren't a flash in the pan, which is nice. Sort of like what Smale and Fish said, a lot of boys in the background here, we do a bit of skiing out the back, but the amount of effort they put in, I suppose, yeah, there should be about 4 or 5 of us more in the shot here.
Yeah, look, it's just one of those things. We've come to have a good clean run like we did last year, and it's again fallen into place for us. We knew the pressure was going to be on the Messiah boys are red hot, and yeah, they've pushed us the entire way this weekend, and it's hopefully we've done enough to get one up on them, and yeah.
Starting at the back of the open class due to a messy time trial, the team of Messiah need to make up some serious time to get in contention with the likes of Under Siege, who seem unstoppable.
A Landon Motorsport twin turbo engine pumping over 1800 horsepower through that Mercury 6. So the 2 Aussie champions, they've come to hunt this down. They want to take this trophy off the crew from Under Siege. Daniel Cotton, Daniel Graziano.
It did take us a bit to get used to, and I think today was a testament to Kev's driving today, because we had to sit back last night and really work out what was going on, and I think we did that, and he followed us to a T, and it was great.
We've done a few practice runs, we've had all sorts of issues. We come over 2 weeks ago to have some practice and whatnot, and nothing's gone right. So today is actually the first day where, as a team, we've got on the water, had no issues, and just had a good run.
Messiah coming home.
And the boys looking razor sharp. Have a look at that.
You get an idea of the ripple they're going to deal with, the shot coming through their legs.
We did the best we could, you know. Look, everyone says, oh, you had a lot of pace, but you're going to use the pace and the water's good. It was never that great.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Messiah. Kev Murphy slots it through. And here they go, the 2 Daniels, Graziano and Daniel Cotton now, and they are hunting them down. We'll wait for a split time.
Oh, they were within seconds of each other at SCA.
Mate, we got on it pretty quick. We caught them at a decent rate, but mate, they were going great. When we got to them, mate, they were pretty hard to get around.
The run home was much faster than I've ever been before, and hey, we were pulling some decent numbers on the way back, and you know, when Messiah came past us and they weren't really pulling away from us, that's when it kind of hit home how fast we really were going, and you know, those are world-class skiers, and you know, mixing it up with them, that's something you don't really get every day.
Yeah, hey, it's always been our mission when we first got this boat in. It was decided that we were going to give Kiwi boys the opportunity, and you know, years gone past, we've towed many Australian boys, and hey, it's always been our belief now that they are capable.
The boys did everything we could ask for them. We got pretty well every little bit out of them, and just the dream run really, like both you know, second yesterday, and we knew we were pretty well on for a third today as long as we, you know, did everything right, but you still got to do it, and to be fair, we thought Messiah would probably catch us a little bit earlier than they did, but we had a really good run considering that Gunny until yesterday hadn't been 100 mile an hour. To sit on it most of the way, you know, unreal.
Smash them together. The boys are in with a fighting chance.
Back down the field, we saw everyone come away from Cambridge reasonably unscathed. The experience and skill of these teams proving no match for one of the trickiest starts in ski racing. So 2017's Bridge to Bridge title going to the team of Under Siege with a record-breaking time of 31 minutes and 7 seconds, closely followed by a 31 minute and 28 seconds from Kevin Murphy and the team from Messiah, and third position went to SDA Parts with a 35 minute and 38 second run. Winner of both the Mach and F2 classes was Attitude with a time of 38 minutes and 21 seconds.
Downstream was great. It was really good. Coming back, we had to battle with the wind a bit, but yeah, other than that, we couldn't be happier, really.
Neil Rutherford and Jason Searle behind Unruly One were first in the Smock category, and it was Aquaholic that took out the top spot in F5. Smooth Talk was the winner of the ladies category, the girls stoked with their win.
Yeah, well, I think she was pretty nervous as well. We were both a bit nervous at the banks, but we got there in the end. We did a good run, so it all went well according to plan.
Miss Fed took out the under-19s with Max Duckworth and Connor Strong, and in the juniors it was Fletcher and Lucas Warren behind Just for Show.
Yeah, it was rough in some places, but yeah, it was good. Got out of shape a few times in the wind chop, it's alright, eh?
Well, it's been another weekend full of ups and downs, but we can't take anything away from that win of Under Siege, who have been untouchable this weekend, setting yet another race record of 31 minutes and 7 seconds.
Dialed in, I've never seen that boat running that hot.
Yeah, Bridge to Bridge is a special weekend, and it's always worth coming back for this one.
Yeah, definitely. More people should be doing it.
Yeah, man, I'll be back if Kev wants us, we're here.
This is a self up out of the hole, and that is it. Now, Pete Taylor, this is the one thing with the boat. Obviously, different to your review is you get to pick one. You get a panic. Yeah, always going around to the boy.
Join us next year to see if the team of Under Siege can complete a three-peat at the 2018 Yamaha Rollos Marine Bridge to Bridge Waterski Classic.